Remembrance Day is an important day to celebrate around Canada, and ceremonies will be held in the schools. With Remembrance Day is an important day to celebrate around Canada, and ceremonies will be held in the schools. With Movember started, students and teachers are participating to spread awareness for a noble cause. The major production of Disney's Descendants will be starting their performance this week. And Remembrance Day is a very important day and is celebrated all around Canada on November 11th. This year at Vincent Massey, a ceremony will be held at 9 a.m. on Thursday, November 10th. Students will gather in the gym and participate in the ceremony to remember. Mr. Sheepmaker has more info about the event and its significance.
I think it's a very important way for students to come together and remember. I think it's something that, sometimes we tend to forget, and to have a day to do that and have a special ceremony for it, it's definitely very important.
With Remembrance Day being such a huge day around Canada, it's always important to participate, pay respects to the fallen, and honor the ones that survived protecting Canada. Remembrance Day will always be honored, and never forget about November 11th. Ensure that taking part in the events and to never forgetting, this day will always be remembered. Movember is in motion, and I had the opportunity to learn all about it. It's the month of November, which means it's time to raise awareness for men's health through shaving facial hair and starting fresh to take the month to grow out the mustaches. Mr. Major has wasted no time and is ready to participate.
My students were very surprised when I came to school on Monday without a mustache, so it was already kind of a shock. It's something I'm kind of known for, so it immediately raises some questions, creates a discussion, and a chance to bring some awareness to something that needs to be talked about more.
The reality of Movember is to help encourage men to get tested and be more comfortable about discussing their health.
People have to realize, especially men have to realize, that this can impact them later down the road, or maybe not so later down the road.
Cancer affects many people in Canada in all different forms, with prostate cancer being, what's the stat, 20% of deaths in Canada due to cancer are from prostate cancer, specifically in men.
Cancer in men, especially prostate cancer, doesn't get enough awareness, which is why we need this month to recognize the men affected.
Something that affects a lot of people, it's not really talked about. Men's mental health is an issue, as well as mental health for everyone, so any chance you get a chance to talk about mental health, it's important.
November is a time to acknowledge men's physical and mental health. Take time this month to appreciate and validate men's health so they too can feel equal within our healthcare system. For VMTV, I'm Kira Stevens. Lights, camera, action. Tonight is opening night for the Vincent Massey's interpretation of Disney's Descendants. Craig Ratz gives us a backstage look at how preparations have been going.
First, it was nerve-wracking auditions. Then it was countless hours of memorizing lines and rehearsals. Now, it's nearly time to show off this year's major production.
We have a wonderful cast of singing and dancing and acting. We have a lot of grade 12 students who have been doing this for the last 4 years, so you can expect to see awesome talent, some really fun songs.
The Descendants has proven to be a popular decision amongst the cast and crew. Widely popular as a 3-movie series, the students were keen to pick up on a new storyline based on the movies.
It's about 4 big Disney villains: Maleficent, Cruella, Jafar, and Evil Queen Grimmauld. It's there for children, and it takes place 20 years after the events of all these movies in like a high school. It's like High School Musical meets Disney.
While Mrs. Pitcairn is once again leading the charge, she's joined by Vincent Massey teachers Kayla O and Amy Teetart.
When I was in high school, I did 3 musicals at Crocus, and so I loved that experience and wanted to be able to do that teaching as well, to give kids that same experience.
The show goes on Thursday and Friday nights at 7:30 p.m. and again with the Saturday afternoon matinee at 2 p.m. For tickets, you can call the Western Manitoba Centennial Auditorium at 728-9510 or go online to wmca.ca. For VMTV News, I'm Mr. Ratz.
Here are today's money markets. First, we got gold that is up a little bit today at $1,716.10. Next, we have silver that started lower but kept rising at $21.33. Bitcoin took a big hit going down to $18,115. Crude oil is next with another big drop going down to $88.96 per barrel. TSX started high today but went lower, but is now climbing and back up to $19,616.51. S&P was on the low end today, but now on the way back up to $3,818.77. And that's all in money markets today, and we got more coming up right after this.
The chosen class of the week is Miss Lamb's art class. I had the opportunity to learn about this class. Throughout Massey, there's plenty of artwork on the walls, doors, and windows of the school. Most of it comes from the creative minds of art classes. Art student Isabel Snow shares her experience with the class.
It's really cool to have this opportunity to do all these different types of art like painting, making clay.
Not only do students enjoy using their artistic skills, Miss Lamb enjoys teaching these creative minds.
I get to know students on a more personal level. There's lots of time to talk with them and chat with them and get to learn more about them through their art. And it's just really fun. I love being creative. I love drawing and painting, and so it's nice for me to get to use that every day.
Art isn't just paper and pencil. Students of art get to learn many techniques and mediums.
I've learned a bunch of different techniques for art every day. I've learned more about shading. I've learned about how to measure things with a pencil.
Choosing art provides students with a space to learn and create.
I think students take this class because it's different from every other class. You can sit in here and create things, and it's up to you what you want to create. I give you painting and paint and supplies, and you get to pick what you choose to make with that.
Art class gives students an opportunity to express their creativity through a variety of different art forms. Stay tuned for next week to find out who's class of the week. For VMTV, I'm Kira Stevens. Recently, grade 9 students from Vincent Massey High School had the opportunity to participate in Take Your Kids to Work Day, an event where kids could take a day from a career of their interest. We have Miss Andreasen for more info.
The students at Massey got to participate in Take Your Kids to Work Day after having 2 years of this event being cancelled. The students got to choose a career of their interest. They got to learn more about what could lie for them in the future.
Part-time jobs is back into the workforce with adults, and as most workplaces, they have their own protocols for safety.
Before getting to work as a teen, there's still a lot to learn, like safety protocols.
Students who don't know their rights, if they were injured in a workplace, everything is age appropriate. We've had too many students who have been injured at the workplace. We want kids to be safe when they go to work because safety is important.
Take Your Kids to Work Day is a great opportunity to get the kids into the workplace and even help them learn new and valuable life skills.
Grade 9 students benefit best for Take Your Kid to Work Day because they're just coming out of the elementary level of schooling and realizing that they want part-time jobs. Take Your Kid to Work Day gives them the opportunity to show them the various jobs that are available, whether it's with their parent, with a family member, or with a former teacher. And the experience that they get from that one day is that they're not a kid, they're not a student, they're a representative of grade 9 trying to enter a workforce.
At the end of the day, kids seem to benefit from these hands-on experiences, and they will take these valuable skills for the rest of their lives. From VMTV, I'm Isabel Snow.
This year, Vincent Massey is having a book club. This extracurricular activity will be able to give students an opportunity to discuss books to their peers of common interest. This teaches students to form their own opinions on topics they are passionate about and to learn about how to discuss them with others. The head of the book club is yet to be determined, but you can check out Student Services for more info. In Marvel Studios' Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Queen Ramonda, Shuri M'Baku, Okoye, and the Dora Milaje fight to protect their nation from intervening world powers in the wake of King T'Challa's death. As the Wakandans strive to embrace their next chapter, the heroes must band together with the help of War Dog Nakia and Everett Ross. They forge a new path for the Kingdom of Wakanda. Introducing Teenage Werda as Namor, king of the hidden undersea nation, the film stars Dana Gira, Martin Freeman, Lydia Wright, Winston Duke, Angela Bassett, Lupita Nyong'o, Florence Kazumba, Dominic Thorne, Michaela Cole, Mabel Cadena, and Alex Livanoli. The film will be in theaters near you starting November 11th. Back to you at the desk.
Hello and welcome to your VMTV Weathercast. I'm your weatherman, Mr. Rats, for November 10th. Around the country, we have 6 degrees out in Victoria, and if I step out of the way, you'll see Edmonton as well. Edmonton minus 15 degrees, which is as unusually cold as Edmonton is. We've got 2 and rainy in Thunder Bay, so I'll step out of your way. Oh, I forgot. As much as I'd like to forget Regina, there they are. Regina is also minus 15, so it's another cold one there across the prairies. And we'll jump out of the way. Thunder Bay, we are at minus 2 and rainy in Thunder Bay. Minus 16 in Ottawa, so it's getting a little bit nicer, warmer down in this region here, and it carries on nice and warm in Halifax, 15 degrees as well, and a little bit rainy, but still 8 degrees way out in St. John's. So taking a look at Manitoba temperatures, let's step out of the way again, and Thompson is at minus 14, which is, I guess, probably pretty typical for this time of year in Thompson. Minus 7 in Dauphin, minus 3 in Winnipeg, and coming closer to Brandon, closer to home, it's minus 6. As we take a look at our 3-day forecast, we've got 6 degrees and a little bit snowy out there right now in Brandon. For Saturday, our start of our long or continued longer weekend, we've got 6 degrees as well, a little bit cloudy for Saturday, and eventually on Sunday, things are going to be a little bit more sunny, but still minus 5 degrees. For VMTV Weather, I'm Mr. Rats.
Let's take a look at this week's calendar. So on this week's calendar, tonight marks the first night of Major Productions' Disney's Descendants. Tomorrow, the Keystone will hold a Remembrance Day service at 9 a.m. And finally, Mecca Productions' Little Woman will hold its opening night on Thursday, November 24th. Now let's get into the sports for the week. So first up, we have bowling. The bowling teams are halfway through their 10 weeks worth of games. Every Thursday after school, the teams make their way to Thunderbird Bowl for 3 games of bowling. The teams can purchase drinks, food, and other assortments of goodies. There's a total of 12 teams that are participating and are in groups of 4. Some teams have less members but are still contributing as much fun and energy. The teams started on October 6th, and the last set of games will be on December 8th. The teams have always been excited to play and to have fun no matter the score. The Vincent Massey hockey team was in great spirits after their recent championship win at the Slasher Classic tournament in Nipawin on the October 28th to 30th. In league play, the Vikings sit in second place in the WHSL with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses. Porter Eerit and Brennigan Verland sit alone atop the league in scoring with 17 points apiece. With a core group of veteran players leading the team, the Vikings are looking forward to competing for their 8th WHSL title. You can follow the team on Twitter at Massey Hockey or get to a home game to cheer on the hockey edition of your Vikings. Next action is Friday afternoon at 2 p.m., a Remembrance Day game in Grandview. The Vincent Massey varsity football team had yet another strong season this year. To compare with last year, they have still yet to lose a game. The team has been led by Justin Sharp and Carter Moore, along with many grade 12 veterans. And the Vikings headed to IG Field yesterday to play the finals game, where they won over a nail-biting game, 20-14 over the Sturgeon Heights Huskies, making them complete their undefeated season. So overall, the football team was able to give us a great season to watch. That's all the time we have for our show today. Make sure to tune in next week. For VMTV, I'm Kira Stevens. Ugh. I did so bad.
Oh, let's hit stop on the recording.
Oh, I did so bad. I've never did something so bad.